Congratulations again on the purchase of your 2020 Honda Pilot Black Edition or Touring. This is Mark Tucker with Wheaton Honda, and we're going to go over some interior features of your vehicle so you know how to operate it a little bit better. On the left-hand side, before we get in, you're going to notice you have your door window up and window down switches. Your window lock button is right here so you can restrict passengers. Your keys are set up so you have a driver 1 and a driver 2. If you see, this is driver 2, if you can read that. Now driver 2, when the driver gets in, it would set to driver 2's position. Key 1, key 2 can be set up independently. You do have forward, backward, lift the front, lower the front, lift the back, lift the rear, tilt the seat, and power lumbar support as well for the driver. Down here on the left, we have our mirror fold switch. This is all your mirror buttons. Economy mode is to increase your fuel economy. It doesn't act like a hybrid, it just helps change the shift points to assist you. Park assist, so those tones come on when you get too close. You can disable those. I like leaving them on in my vehicles, a little bit of safety. That heated ribbon that we talked about previously on the back wiper, that's how you turn it on right there. It's also on the front. Forward collision mitigation, braking is an important one that I like to leave on, but it is disableable. This is your road departure mitigation and your vehicle stability assist. Now if we get on inside, turn to accessory mode here. Hopefully the music's not turned up. I didn't get inside this car yet. Now, our stereo is just setting up and turning on. Disclaimer, we'll say yes to that. Now, let's start with our HVAC controls here. Okay, so to turn the system on, you just hit on. They're currently all set to the same setting. Off shuts them off. Turn the rear off, turn the rear on. I can change the temperature of just the front, just the right side, left side independent. If I go to right rear settings, I can then change my temperature with that, or its fan speed. There are 2 separate fan motors, so you can have different climate controls in the 3 zones. You have your heated seats are right here, driver and passenger. Also have ventilated seats there and there. The Honda Pilot Touring is one of the final vehicles to have the Blu-ray player and DVD player for music, as it does have a Blu-ray player in the rear, which we'll see in a later video. In our infotainment center, if we go up, we can see into this. We'll just try to get a little bit of a picture than that. Where are you there? Oh, we'll go like this. You do have full customization. It is very nice. If you are an Apple CarPlay or an Android Auto user, and one of the nice things that Honda's done is I can push and hold this. I gotta hit all apps. And then I can they changed it in an update recently, I apologize. We'll turn off the hotspot. So if we go back, we can see that right now I can AT&T hotspot into my vehicle. If I go all apps and I select this button here, and I go back to home, I no longer have that app in my options. So you can limit how much clutter you find there if you like to have a nice clean looking display. Up in the display here, you hit the button, you hit settings. One of my favorite things to do is customize a little bit. You can change your clock faces. If you put a USB stick into the drive, you can just hit add more. Make sure it's a high quality bitmap, and it is in the root menu. You can change between your audio. Let's turn on some local radio here, or local station. We'll just hit seek, go to 1. So CBC radio comes up. If I'm in a different screen and I want to get back to CBC radio, right here it's going to tell me what I'm listening to. I'm just going to tap right there. It's going to bring me right back to my audio if I want to change my track. etc. Navigation. Garmin navigation's built in. You can either talk to it, pinch to zoom, drag to your location, change between 2D and 3D as well. There is cabin talk in this vehicle. So if I hit cabin talk, now my voice will be broadcast through the in-car speakers to the rear rows or the headsets, depending on what everybody's wearing. Let's move on over down here, because we're going to move on to the... Here you have a push-button transmission and a wireless charging pad. Wireless charging pad, simply place your device on it. You'll see a light, it'll light, and you'll see your charger start, should your device be equipped with that. You also have the port to plug in for Android Auto / Apple CarPlay. This is where you'd plug in, and a regular 12-volt accessory outlet. Push button transmission, park, reverse, neutral, drive. It's going to beep because my foot's not on the accelerator and the engine's not running. This is an important button here. As we go down, this changes our traction control modes on our steering, on our dash. So if you want to take a look, I'll push the same button and you can see it's going to adapt based on driving road conditions. You can push that button and change. It will disable cruise control if you are not in normal mode. This is your engine auto stop, on and off. You can turn off the idle stop when you get into the vehicle. It is a good fuel savings, and you get used to it if you're having some issues out of the gate. It does get better over time. It's just one of those new technologies that we all adapt to, and we prefer it after a while. Looking down, this is the black edition we're sitting in, so you can notice it has the red stitching and the red lighting. If you are in a touring edition, the difference will be there is no red stitching. It will have a blue light as well. Down in this console here, we have a little bit of lighting. You have another USB port, a 12-volt accessory plug, and all the storage you could dream of. You do have a tray that hides back here that slides out if you need. We'll close that back up. Same with the red accenting as it is. We are in a touring black edition. I apologize. Now let's move on to the steering wheel. Got a little motion sickness from that, guys. My bad. All right. So, shut the radio off so we can't hear that in the background. You have a ton of controls on this dash and steering wheel. You have paddle shifts back here. Down, up. They have plus and minus marked on them. On the left side, you have your stereo controls. You also have the home button. So this is the warnings. The warnings it will give me right now is that my engine's not on. I can show and hide my applications. So my display up here that we're going to cycle through, again, you can change through and see the different units that are there. Push the home button again. I can go to my trip calculator. I can go trip A, trip B, trip A, trip B. If I want to reset, I'll just push and hold. It'll reset. All-wheel drive torque. This will show me what wheel is getting torque at what point in time. Phone, it'll tell me who I'm talking to, or let me cycle through my contact list. Navigation will give me turn-by-turn direction when you're going to a destination, or a compass when you're not. Now playing gives you the audio. If the audio was turned on, it would tell us who was playing. Maintenance is an important one you're going to want to know. This has the tire pressure monitors in it, so it will tell you your tire pressure. There is also a way to fill up your tires, and the vehicle will beep at you, so you don't have to be putting a gauge in constantly. It'll actually monitor that and inform you with lights and sound. Let's go back. We're going to go down to the maintenance light. In regards to oil life, right now this has 100% oil life, and its next service due will be an A service. When your maintenance is due, keep note of this. It'll at about 15 to 20%, it's going to tell you that maintenance is due soon. Note what the letters below it are. Give our dealership a call, Wheaton Honda. Let our service team know, and we'll get you booked in for that appointment. They'll tell you what services require based on the Honda recommendations. Nice thing is the vehicle does tell you all of the maintenance that is required to go along with the car as you go now. With the exception, I believe, of your brake fluid, which should be changed every 3 years as it is non-dependent on mileage because it does absorb moisture from the air. This you can just go back, back, and back. This gives you the settings. Units is important if you're going to want to take this vehicle south of the border and you want to switch to miles per hour. Just push and hold. And now we're in miles per hour. Push and hold. And now you're in kilometers per hour. Or if you like a nice clean look, you can just push blank and it will have no display there for you. Phone controls. You can use the audio controls of your phone. And when I push talk, it does let me tell it what to do. If I go navigation.
Pardon?
Navigation.
Say a navigation command.
You could plan out. It will walk you through how to do that. Let's move over to the right side of the controls now, where you have your cruise control. When I push the main button here, you'll notice up in this spot, the lights come on. This indicates my cruise control is now active and available. This is my road departure and lane mitigation. This is my adaptive cruise and I can adjust my follow distance. If you're one of those people that likes the old-fashioned cruise and doesn't enjoy the safety and convenience of adaptive cruise, you can also push and hold this and it will turn it to cruise mode so it won't pace the vehicle in front of you. So be aware of that if you do have cruise set. Right now you can see those lines are clear. It means it's not seeing the outlines of the vehicles of the road. It's using a camera located up in behind the glass, behind this plastic piece, which does require special tooling to aim. And I advise speaking to your local Honda dealer's service department about the benefits of OEM glass, as we've had some complications related to aftermarket glass and aiming those cameras. Your headlights now they are auto on, but they always reset to auto. So you can't forget to turn them on. You have to remember to turn them off if you want them off, though. You can set them as traditional. Your fog lights are right there. Turn them back. Wipers is a tough angle to get. Wipers turn on. This is momentary. Momentary is like that. If I pulled back, they would spray. The same with the rear. If I pull it this way, it will spray on my back, but this is my showroom car. And if I did that, someone might get upset. But you can turn them on like this. Also, don't be alarmed if while your vehicle's in reverse and your front wipers are on, your rear wiper turns on automatically, as it's one of those nice convenience and safety features that Honda has introduced. Up above, you have an emergency button, if I can access it. Right here. This is a subscription service based on Honda Link, so if you need to contact Honda and they can set you up with an account, the vehicle also has Wi-Fi telematics capability for tracking. Up here you have your beautiful rear mirror. As you can see, I'm right there. Nice to see y'all. We'll close that up. It also has a sunglass holder built in. On the above us, I'm going to try to zoom out here and get this. Oh. Sorry, guys. And gals, if you're watching, I apologize. Trying to get this angle. But I'll show you where the switches are for your... That's going to open your rear tonneau cover to expose the full sunroof. This is in the 7-passenger only. The 8-passenger does not have the rear sunroof, as it requires a seatbelt tether to be from the roof. I can also open my sunroof above me. It is one touch, so I can close it simply by touching there. And then one touch again will pop it up. then to close it, and then I'll one-touch close the canopy from the rear. Thank you so much for watching. This is Mark Tucker with Wheaton Honda, and I hope you love your new 2020 Honda Pilot.